Recorded Books presents The Ascendant Wars, Hellfire, Book 1, by Rhett C. Bruno and M. B. Vance. Narrated by Ray Porter. Chapter 1. Rylan. Lakshmi Colony orbiting the gas giant Sundar, Mu Array star system, 50 light-years from Earth, 4380 AD. Outside of the local Coriolis Cafe, Commander Rylan Holt drew his leather jacket tight and willed his shoulders to unknot. Meeting with informants always wound him up, like having pre-game jitters. After over a decade of such undercover tours, he'd expected this part to get easier. At least he enjoyed the adrenaline. To relax, he pictured the beaming faces of his wife, Geeta, and their 2 daughters. Her ultimatum for him to quit the spy business before he got killed replayed in his mind. "I'll miss this if I do," he thought, but she was right about the risk, and his family had been patient. He took a last look around, then went inside. Like most places in the 100-kilometer-long cylindrical colony, the franchise restaurant exuded a degree of decay. Worn tables wobbled on legs, missing half of their rubbery pads. The blue-cushioned booth seats bore questionable brownish stains. A formidable mix of spices and something fetid wafted from the kitchen. Rylan found his informant in a back corner booth clutching at a drink. Every aspect of the pudgy ex-gangster evidenced a life of self-indulgence, from his puffy eyes and greasy nose to the scruffy jowls dragging down his sallow face. In contrast, Rylan possessed dark skin and a tall fitness trainer's physique. Despite a pre-mission surgical makeover, he retained his lantern jaw, mocha hair, and Punjabi features that blended with the local populace. Over the room's percussive music, Banaj said, "You took long enough to get here." Rylan suppressed a frown. 2 months prior, Banaj had groveled after seeing footage of himself stealing goods from Lilith's cartel, and that was only a fraction of the dirt Rylan had on the dock worker. Sliding in across the table, Rylan said with an old Earth Hindi accent, "Your safety is a priority. I had to wait until I was sure you weren't followed." He plucked a paper menu from a stand at the table's end, despite having no intention of staying long enough to eat. Banaj sneered. "That raid your people made on Sharan Colony has my old friends searching for the leak." Rylan leaned in. "Do they suspect you?" "Of course they suspect me. They suspect everyone now." "That's a good sign," Rylan said. "Yeah, sure, they don't know it was me yet." "You did well with that info drop. Earned that bonus. I take it you brought something." Banaj folded his arms. "I want more money." "Oh?" Rylan's brow furrowed. "What I found out this week is worth 100 times what you're giving me. And after you've met my price, I want out." Rylan strangled an urge to laugh. "You're already making a killing. Play the game, and Lilith need never know about this." Banaj's face darkened. "Why won't you Lucians leave us alone, huh? Sundar isn't your part of the system." Rylan shrugged. "You know what they say. Blame the Wardens." Banaj sniffed. One could always blame them. "I get the frustration," Rylan said. "I don't want to be here either, but I can't let you go yet." Banaj opened his mouth to answer when a smiling waitress arrived to place a glass of water before Rylan. "Get you anything?" she asked. "We'll need a few minutes, thanks," Rylan replied. "Take your time." As the young lady left, Rylan cursed himself for not being more alert. He ensured no one else was paying them attention, then refocused on Banaj. "The deal stands. Keep feeding me cargo box numbers for my associates to chase. Give me something to explain how Lilith is taking over everything, and we'll see about cutting you loose." Scowling, Banaj slid a folded paper across the table. "Here's the report of what I found." In Rylan's line of work, it paid to minimize digital links between mole and handler, but this
Sample complete. Ready to continue?